Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all like, now we are. Oh, hi guys, we're getting this all set up. You know,
Yeah.
you know
We're
how
learning.
it is.
We're not learning because we still asked our tech support.
We like to pretend we have this together.
And it's really sad because I'm in tech support, so I should probably learn.
We say this, but then we just like to let him do it because he's so good at it.
Yeah.
It's funny though because we said we were going to make him a shirt and she has it in her notes to make him a shirt.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I've been looking at my notes a lot lately for other things, so I'm hoping that it doesn't get lost in the sauce and I actually do remember because I'm terrible at that.
I need to take my idea book in. I'm actually going to set this over by me. So you guys, have I ever showed you my handy dandy idea book? Yeah. So got your ideas in here. I tried to be like super organized with my Post-its and everything, highlighters, all of it. Yeah.
Being all fancy.
Yeah. Then I left it out here for like, I don't even know. It was like used to prop the mic up on.
Yeah.
I was like, I probably should take that in on my ideas or just what am I going to do with my idea? You know?
Yeah. Well, I use notebooks a lot. They're never organized, but that's kind of like my brain. But see, just like my brain, my notes are not organized and I'm a lefty. So my handwriting sucks. So
but my thing is you have so many ideas, you need somewhere to write them down so you can come back to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see, I decided that my organization, Richard, doesn't have to be organized.
Right.
If I can just get my thoughts out, then I can come back to it. Mm-hmm. And then we can go from there.
Yeah, it's still helpful, even though it's not organized at all. I try to, but I can at least go back. Oh yeah, crap! I forgot I'm supposed to do this. I leave my stuff. I'm starting to wonder if I have a memory problem because I find myself leaving notes on my phone, setting reminders on Alexa, on top of writing it down in a notebook, leaving a piece of mail out to where my eyeballs will see it, so I cannot forget about this piece of mail. Like I'm leaving reminders for myself everywhere now.
Yeah, Richard, sometimes I forget the ideas I write down because I write it down and then it's like 17 notebooks later and I'm like ripping out pages like, why is half this notebook used and then half not? And then I'm like, oh, this is a really great idea. Too bad that was like 15 years ago.
Oh my gosh, I have found notes like that. I'll be like when I'm moving or going through my stuff and like I found notes from like 10 years ago that was like, you need to do this and you need to do that. I was like, I did like
that's why my life isn't together because I missed that note right there.
I was like, oh, changed everything. So cool. Yeah.
Or that has changed everything.
Yeah, and I find items too, like, oh man, I could have used this like 5 times. Oh god,
don't have a need for it now, but oh well.
Yeah. Wait, what? Prismia. Oh wait, jail, the finger sign, and Facebook.
Well,
is that the finger sign?
I don't know, but
I'm terrible at this.
Facebook does sometimes feel like jail.
Oh, is that the jail sign? Oh, I see it now. My eyeballs. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You said gel. I'm kind of blind, so even with glasses on. Do you know I felt so old the other day? I was reading something that I needed to like, I don't know if it was like a mask for your face or something that I got in the mail. I had my glasses on and still could not read this print. Girl. I was like, either this is some tiny crap or my eyes are getting worse.
So are you saying that we need to do the Facebook or the comments with the whatever that Microsoft does that for people who are blind?
No, that's why I read it over to the right. You guys don't understand. This TV is ginormous that we're looking at. It is like ginormous. And so the comments are large. And if I try to read them over here, I'm like, I have no clue what y'all are saying. What do they? Get binoculars.
I was like, you still can't see it over here?
No, I have to look over there. It's huge. Feels like I'm in the movie theaters. Read all y'all's comments. That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm about to go get some new glasses. We'll see if my prescription has changed.
Yeah, it sounds like it has. Lorelai seems to change all the time.
Yeah. The thing is if I click it, like the comment, I've clicked it now. So I have no clue. So it says, I'm new to your podcast, Vet Radio Syndicate. I know you are vets. Kay is a great friend. Ah, I never get stupid with anyone he likes. Tell me about your service, please. Well, our service is making you feel better about being crazy.
Yeah. So what we do on here, if that's what you're asking, what we do on here for the lives anyway, we just hang out, chat, talk about whatever people want to talk about or how things are going with us. You know, we're seizing the crazy because that's life. It's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, we don't have anything that we're offering like to sell you or anything like that. We support other veterans and their organizations. So if anytime there is a fundraiser or a nonprofit that needs help, we'll definitely advertise the things that they're doing there. Otherwise, Brandy and I are we've been friends for a lot of years. We come over here, we hang out, we have a podcast, Seizing Crazy. You can check that out on Wednesday nights. We also have episodes that drop on Fridays on VTT, Veteran Trash Talk. And then, of course, we join you guys here at 8 p.m. Central just to shoot the crap and hang out. Our episodes typically range from anything. This week we were talking about self-esteem. We talk about mom life, parent life. We talk about just living life in general, hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about a lot of things in life because we've had parents with addiction. I've had my little bouts with addiction. I mean, mental health and depression and, anything and everything. And I have lived the military life, but with the reserves for 10 years, and which I loved and enjoyed and would probably go back. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm always like on, because, you take the good with the bad, whatever. But yeah, I don't know if we offer really a service. I mean, she does have I do have a CBD business.
Yeah, we do natural health and wellness. I did have a brick and mortar where we do light therapy and things like that, but I backed up during COVID. I have 7 kiddos, and I do homeschool my kiddos and work and run my business, Rafa 180. So that's a service that we do offer. You can get on rafa180.com and always check them out for CBD needs that you have, or email me personally at rafacbd@gmail.com, and I can help you with that. Other than that, we just kind of shoot the crap with you and hang out. And it's been a long week, long month, long year. Come hang out with us. We just hang out like a bunch of good friends. That's our goal, is that you guys sit here, come hang out with us and feel like you can take a load off. She was in the reserves. My husband, Sergeant G, who runs a podcast. We've been together 22 years. He was in the Marine Corps. Once a Marine, always a Marine. So I won't say he was a
Marine. Yeah, they don't like that.
I will get
a Marine,
sniped.
Always a Marine. Yeah. And he, how long did he serve? It was quite a while.
10 years. Altogether, and 2 tours to Iraq, and then several deployments that were like mini deployments in between then. 7 kiddos, but we like to tell everybody, between the two of us, anything that you're going through, mom life, parent life, vet life, we've seen it, done it, been there. No judgment.
Yeah.
And yes, we did say crazy a ton of times.
Yes. And I mean, well, everyone judges, but for the most part, we don't judge.
Yeah. I might a little bit. Yes, and larger in fonts. It's okay. It's over there. I like how Airborne said he has a 50-inch TV. And
yeah, I was noticing that, like 50 inches. I need one of those. Yeah, I should get a setup like this, like a giant screen to do my work on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just set it up.
Yeah.
Catch this face. I could. Yeah, I don't blame you, because you know what? I've seen people get thrown in there for some.
Oh, he said branch and deployment. So what's your branch and deployment?
Oh, my bad.
No, he did.
Girl. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. My bad.
I didn't. He cleared it up. We're just over here talking.
I was in the Air Force Reserves for 10 years. And I was not deployed. I was 1 month away from being deployed, and then I wasn't. Still kind of salty about that. It was like the new.
I'm still salty about that.
I'm trying not to be. But, I mean, silver linings. There's a whole bunch of. We talk about it in the episode. There's a bunch of silver linings that came with that. And hi, Granny. By the way, I caught some of your stuff on Instagram on Saturday. Show, is it called a show? I don't know.
I call it a show. I don't know. She calls it the TikTok. Might as well call it the show.
Yeah, and it was real. I mean, I loved it. I didn't stay for all of it because I felt like I didn't have my kid there, and it might be weird for just an adult to sit there. But it's I can't wait to this Saturday to get on there and for Stella to be able to see you with the story time. That was so cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I accidentally caught that. I was like, what? Stella would love this. So
you should
I'm
put a
gonna do
link
that.
down on the show. Yes,
Yeah.
he is a Marine, period, and that's it. Have you ever looked at somebody and said, so you're an ex-Marine?
Yeah, I don't
like those are
that wouldn't go down
fighting
well,
words.
yeah.
I should start saying that when I want to like make him mad when he does something to me to make me mad. I should be like, okay, ex-Marine.
I feel like that would be a whole new level.
She's like, you've gone everywhere except there. I think that's crossing the line. Okay. No dinner tonight. No, I need to go get my dinner. Girl, we were rushing through this. I had a cry fest. Then we did a show. Now we're doing this live. Then we have another show. So we're just doing our kombucha, girl. That's it.
Yeah.
And then I'll eat after this.
Living on some kombucha.
Watch BTT's Friday episode. I'll be eating.
Yeah.
Some lasagna, because that's what I was making for dinner.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes like we have our plans. We're like, we're going to do it this, and this. But then life happens.
And she switches up the topics on me like, I'm on my way. We're changing the topic.
Yeah. Like, hey, we'll talk about this instead. And then life happens and we're like, whatever. You know what? We'll just do it when we do it.
I don't even care. I roll with it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Last night when we did Monday night slumber party, I still struggled to see. I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad. Because I feel like I'm trying, guys. And then I don't know if it's the light, but I'm like, hold on, this is kind of bright. I want to see this.
You look really bright right there, though.
Do I, right?
I look really bright. No
and then
wonder you look so freaking ghostly white.
Look, you can't even see me, and I'm like, hold on. Hold on, guys.
It's the glare of the white TV.
Yeah.
Because, there's only like one light on, isn't there? No,
there's like not so many lights on. We've like turned all the lights off because.
Yeah, chair force. But you know what? We're the ones in the airplanes bringing you your stuff.
That's very true.
No, I've said chair force plenty of times in my life. Sorry, Air Force. I love Air Force. And you know what? We have PJs. We got some.
And lobster in Iraq.
Lives?
Yeah.
We got some badass Air Force mother truckers.
Well, no, they have lobster in Iraq. That's what they have. Dave, Bud, bring it on. We're okay. This is a no judgment zone. You can come over and pick on us. You should see some of our other episodes. We pick on each other.
Yeah.
This is what you do when you are friends, and that's what we want you guys to feel like. So come on over here, pick on us. It's cool. We'll pick on you. We do not take it personal. That's what this is about. So
yeah.
And we will laugh at ourselves too, because
I have to laugh at myself because sometimes I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the humor in this because
okay. I've been invisibly shanking people. So, Dave, let me just tell you my coping mechanism that I have developed this week. I'm trying to stay out of prison, okay? So I don't even know where it came from.
At least it's an invisible shank.
It's like Sergeant G said something to me like last night or the night before. I can't even remember when this started, but just a couple days ago. He said something to me and I wanted to like throat punch him so bad. Mm-hmm. But instead, because I'm crazy and I got 7 kids and I'm trying to stay out of the clink. I even made sound effects. I like pulled out my shank. I was like, whoosh. Okay, I've been reading The Outsiders for like the 30th time. So that's probably why I got my little switchblade. And I like stabbed him and he's like, what are you doing? I shanked you. That's what I did. So I've been shanking everybody in my family. So much so that my 17-year-old mouthed off earlier to me. And then I look at him. He's like, I'm about to get shanked. I'm about to get shanked. That's the memories I'm leaving with my kids. They're gonna be like, I think my mom was borderline freaking nuts.
You know, she used to pretend to shank me all the time.
Imaginary. She made the sound effects and everything.
Yeah.
My 2-year-old's gonna go around and start shanking.
Yeah, we are the last to get a chair, Jean. It's okay. But you know what? I actually was last for a lot of things because in the military, I don't know if I'm sure the other branches do this, taller tap, and I'm 5'3", so always in the back or the front, depending on whichever. But yeah, and come bang.
I feel like this is my
Maybe.
I was thinking of trying like to describe this. I was like, this is your bougie soccer mom drink.
Bougie soccer mom drink.
You're like, no, I don't do Patron. Okay. I do kombucha. It's good for your gut.
Yeah.
Health conscious. I'm getting old.
It's just making healthy fun for us people who really probably could use a little bit more health. And Kumbanga isn't like I'm drinking Kumbanga.
I kind of like that. I'm gonna start saying that's what I'm drinking.
It makes me feel dirty.
That's grounds for divorce if you call him an ex-Marine. He probably would pack his ass. Ex-Marine. Watch this. Until he had to go outside and be like, can I come in and eat?
Can I have some lasagna?
I'd be like, Dependa. The Dependa wives. Call me by rank. Hi, Sergeant.
Oh, the Dependopotamuses. Oh, and people always try and assume, you know what? Men can be dependas too.
Yes, they can. And I'm glad that you said that. I'm trying to get y'all on these comments. So
I had a dependa.
She called him out. Shots fired.
I hope he does not ever watch this.
Shade thrown.
I'm throwing shade because one time I went to the dentist and they're like, what's your sponsor's ID or whatever? And I'm like, I'm the sponsor.
Ooh, yeah.
A little salty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had a dependa because he didn't work. So whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Where did you serve, Dave? He was all over the place. He went to Iraq twice. What is it? I'm lost. We talked about so much.
The kombucha. Okay, so kombucha is
without the kick. Let's describe it without the kick.
Yeah, without the kick. Kombucha is a tea that has been fermented to create healthy bacteria.
You can see the TV reflection. Do you see what you guys are saying? I'm trying to get some glasses, y'all, that don't have so much reflection. I had some that had anti-glare, and Sergeant G busted them up. So I can't even wear them. So this is what you get.
Yeah, she's got to be able to read the comments. So
my big old glasses. Yeah, that's awesome.
I wonder if you can read it. I'm gonna play it back and enlarge it. I'm gonna get CSI on this.
Let's see. There you go. Yeah. If I miss a comment, y'all just read them right there. Right there.
It's the whole screen. Yeah, but anyway. Hello. Kombucha is fermented tea that has good gut bacteria. It's good for your, it's probiotic.
That's why we're okay with it.
Yeah. And then you can get fermented.
Yeah.
You can get the kind that has alcohol in it. And it's delicious. Yeah.
It is. They have different.
And
Kyla.
Yeah.
Kyla's.
Yeah, this is Kyla. And it's really cool. And they have other brands. But
the other brand you brought was good.
Yeah, it has honey. It
was like tea, like an herbal tea.
Yeah, but they use more honey instead of sugar, so it turns out differently. Yeah,
they basically ferment it, make it rotten.
Right.
Anyway, it's like kimchi. That's why it's like kimchi.
Hello, James. We have an Oklahoma City listener.
Oh, hello. Okay, Garcia. So Dave said KC 130s. Let me put that over so I can see because I'm blind again. Yes, yeah, we had a lot of navies with them. He did all kinds of stuff out there. Stuff y'all crazy, but yeah, see, you know us.
Yeah, we're crazy.
That means you are too, though.
Yeah, if you like listening to us You might be the good kind of crazy.
If you do like listening to us, for real, guys, we're trying to get some like subscribers over on our YouTube channel. It is hard because we see all the people that listen to us or pop on over, but what is it? Y'all like are scared. Like they are too crazy. We want to watch them, but not subscribe. We don't want anybody to know that we like those guys.
Are we your dirty little secret?
7 kids, your baby daddy can't pull out a
Some people just love kids, man.
Yeah, you know he tries to have more, yo.
Yeah. My grandma had 7 kids. Oh, with this 7 kids thing, it reminds me of this movie, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, that I watched over at my grandma's house. And that's got to be at least
7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Yeah, it's an old timey. I've watched a lot of old movies at my grandma's house.
Dave's trying to become a dependa. We need to do a dependa class 101.
Right. How
I didn't even know people acted like that until I started seeing all these posts about like people were really like demanding to be called by their spouse's rank.
Yeah.
And saluted.
I have not witnessed that in person, and I'm glad I haven't because excuse me.
Like I know out of all the years
training?
I was with him before he ever got in the Marine Corps. And so out of like, it's not like I joined in between or in the middle. And I never saw anyone act like that.
Right. Well, and I do believe that spouses, they definitely are an important role and they have their own rank because they're there to support you. They help you with all kinds. I mean, it is not an easy job to be married. I say job. It is not an easy lifestyle to be married to a Marine. I'm hitting up gay Marines. I was like, why are you laughing?
Because he said he's hitting up gay Marines.
Hey. Ooh.
Hey. We were talking about some drag queens earlier.
They got some good like tips and tricks.
Hey, don't ask, don't tell has been lifted.
Yeah. That's
you
true.
can freely roam about the cabin.
Yeah, hey, I'm trying to be a dependa.
I think you need to like sassy it up though.
Yeah. Hi, Facebook user. I'm sorry, what is your name? And thank you for wishing us a good show.
I'm going to guess Brandy because she always pops in and says, hi, ladies, have a good show. If it's not you, then I'm sorry. But it sounds like something Brandy would say.
Well, hello.
Hey.
And hello, Kiana.
I'm saying hi to all of you guys, trying to make sure I keep up on this. I'm going slow, so sorry. Okay, and then I'm blind, so let me put this over. NCIS investigated me 2 years ago about a barracks party involving
a Craigslist hooker? Wait, what?
Are you serious?
I really want details because I should write a book about it, or at least a blog post or something, because I am probably more nosy than I should be. But this sounds like it could be a cool, like a good episode.
I'm going to call bull crap. And Sergeant G said C-130 rolling down the strip.
We would say in basic training, it was a Jody. C-130 rolling down the strip, section 5 on a one-way trip. But I mean, I'm not gonna sing it or Jody it or whatever, but it was fun.
She get pregnant or something? Are you talking about the hooker? Did the hooker get pregnant?
Yeah, see, we're invested.
Need the story.
We're invested.
We need the story.
The story now, guys.
We need the story.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah.
Yes,
thank you, Granny. You're so sweet. Yeah.
We need it so we can change our name to something legible because right now it's like XZRTV.
Yeah, I'm just like
232.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a whole big I'm just like, whatever, look for us. Because when I first tried to search this when we first started out, it kept coming up with a whole bunch of seizures and stuff. And I'm like, we're never going to be found because there's this whole list of seizures. And then eventually I found us.
But did you get sucked down any rabbit holes? Like I searched us seizing crazy and then I got sucked down like 20 seizure rabbit holes. And then I started following this girl. I totally started following her story. Only because she was having a seizure in Walmart. Dude, she has her dog. What's her dog called?
Service dog?
Okay, she had her
I think.
She had her service dog with her, right? She started having a seizure and had to lay on the ground. So her service dog, I'm not laughing about the service dog. This isn't even funny, guys. I don't know.
We're having a
Her
day. It's
service
okay.
dog laid on top of her to protect her. Her phone is recording, and her husband comes over, and he's like, "You having a seizure?" And she can't respond. He kicked her.
Okay, none of this
And
is
ate a
funny.
grape.
And ate a grape.
He ate a grape. He kicked her, and he ate a grape and walked off.
It's not funny.
It is not funny, but I was like,
laughing.
"Oh my god!" I know, because I'm like, this dude really kicked her and ate a grape. She did a follow-up video, and she's like, "If you guys want to know if I'm still married to him, no."
Okay, good. Because I'm like, was this a moment where like it happens all the time and it's a mild seizure
No, it
and you're
happened-
making fun of it? Or was it a serious? So she got
No, she divorced him, and she did
Good,
this whole long
asshole.
video. Yeah, she did this whole long video about that's how he treated her all the time, and she finally got it on video. Like, she would have these seizures, and he would not like take care of her. That's why she got her service dog, because she would be out in public, and
Wow.
he would just let her fall when she had her seizure, and he was beating her behind closed doors.
Oh wow.
I'm just saying, it is not funny, but she was laughing in this, like, when she's describing this video, and she's like, "And the fool ate a grape."
And the fool ate a
He
grape.
ate a grape. Yeah, I was like, so I got sucked down a seizure rabbit hole. So if you search for Us Season Crazy, you might find some good stuff.
Yeah, I purposely didn't click on any videos because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get sucked into something, and I'm gonna get either sad. I don't want to do this. So
Kiana,
Yeah.
this is a good bra. But I have to sit up. Like, I'm trying to work on posture, because we talked about that the other day, our boobs.
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah. I have terrible posture, which is why I'm leaning, because otherwise it's like
yeah, it's bad.
and the bra is like
It's bad. It's bad. It's horrible. Hey, where do you see
Hello,
Canada
Chris.
Chris?
Yeah,
Where's
I don't see a Canada Chris.
I don't
Maybe he
see-
was Facebook user.
Oh, maybe that. Maybe. I don't know. Don't be Facebook users so we can see your name. It'd be weak.
Well, some people enjoy
Oh, let's see. This Owen's spouse at Fort Campbell wanted to be saluted, and like, really? We popped up and said we don't salute.
We don't salute mouth, we salute people.
Okay, but I'm like, could you imagine if somebody's like fine and then they did like the Olympus salute? There you go. You ever see
What you
those
gonna
guys
do?
that they would like the master sergeants or whatever? They would would do like the Olympus salute. Because what's the butter bar gonna do? Like, is he really gonna go over there? And like, yeah. What did Garcia say? He was like, one time we were in the parking lot and this guy got mad. He's on here. He can correct me. It was like a Master Guns, and like the butter bar got mad because he didn't salute him. He was like, "Why don't you climb up these rockers and get your salute then?" He's like, "There you go."
I do love military humor. They're the funniest people, I swear. And I don't understand people who, okay, don't get me wrong, I want to salute out of respect and all that, but I also don't understand people who demand like, I need you to respect me and salute me, because I've seen people like in tech school, they got so sick of being saluted because they're just trying to walk down the hall. Well, maybe it's just in tech school, but like trying to walk down the hall, and then all these people are like, and they're like, oh my God, I don't want, well, okay, I'm using the wrong, but
I
don't want to be saluted anymore. Like, stop it.
No,
Like, carry on.
I told Garcia I was going to join the Marine Corps and become an officer just so I could walk by him and make him salute. Okay, Dave. So this is seriously a real story, a pregnant hooker, and you had to delete your social media.
NCIS told me to delete my social media and never talk about it again.
But we're talking about it again on Season Crazy.
Yeah. Is your name changed to protect your innocence or non-innocence? I don't know. Hello, Kristen. Hi.
Do you see Summer Garcia? You're right, my plug.
That is the sweetest and most disgusting compliment
That's a Marine's way to flirt with you.
I have ever heard.
22 years, and this is the romance we still have going.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, she's an old lady, but I still think she's cute.
Yeah, that's the sweetest and nastiest way to say your wife's hot.
A Marine and 22 years. That's flattering, I guess. Okay.
Wait, you were investigated as a human sex trafficker? Hold
oh
up,
my
Dave.
gosh, the story
Dave.
is getting... Dave!
If you don't feel comfortable, like,
no,
saying it,
I don't care. You must
email
feel
us. We will
comfortable
not-
because...
wait.
Like, hold on, I
But-
know the story. Email me.
But leave out the parts that would incriminate me for not telling.
Oh, for sure.
I don't want to be in
I
trouble, but
plead
I
the
want to know
fifth.
the full
We need to know this, though.
story.
We need to know this. We must know this. Seizures suck. I've never been so scared for... Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're a serious thing, and they scare. I'm like, prayers, I never freaking have one.
We have family members with seizures, and we've learned like different ways that there's different things that cause their seizures, and then like how to prepare for their seizures, like the halos that they start to see beforehand.
Yeah.
And then my youngest, I have 2 2-year-olds, and my youngest, we're gonna have to watch him because there's like a seizure disorder that runs in his family. His birth mom has them. So there's like a lot of things that we've been investigating to watch for, because especially the ones that go on,
right,
and on and on and on.
Yeah, and one of my friends, their daughter had seizures while you're sleeping. I don't remember what they're called, but
Grandma, they happen a lot when you sleep.
I think it was something else. It may have been grandma, but they were just seizures, and no one knew that she was having them, and that's scary. That is the type of crap that scares me.
Yeah, that's what our friend, she has those, but they only happen when she sleeps, which is really scary because she's asleep, and then her husband wakes up, or her kids wake up. Is that what that's called, that salute?
The whiskey duck salute? I've never heard that term, but now I would call it that.
Military humor is the epitome of... Yes, it is. I need that. I need a shirt that says 0 given.
Yeah. Oh, it is. And also, and at least in my basic training, they use humor as like you are not allowed to laugh, and they have like they are.
I'm gonna laugh if you tell me not to laugh. I do that to my kids.
Yeah, and like you have to keep your military bearing, and I don't care how funny it is. So they try to make you laugh on purpose. They are real funny, and I enjoy it. And yeah, it just, I don't know, maybe it's because I've been around a lot of military humor. It's freaking it's sometimes really, really dark, but it's always really hilarious.
Okay, so let me just say, I'm the type of girl that laughs at the most inappropriate times. I'm trying to work on this, guys, but it has not gotten any better. Like the most inappropriate times. I think laughter was a way that I dealt with being abused as a kid.
Yeah.
And it was like something that psychologically came out in me because I was an abused kid. So I'm the chick to never sit by during a funeral.
Right.
Like I can't stop laughing during funerals. And it's not because I think they're funny. It's just like, or if like the most, think of a time that you shouldn't be laughing. I'm gonna probably laugh. Don't sit by me.
Yeah. And some people use laughter as a coping mechanism. You've had 32 accounts in 5 years.
So I think you're trolling us now.
Man, you have
That's
me
okay. Go
invested.
subscribe.
Okay. So you're doing this to escape the law enforcement, and now I'm even more invested. Dang nabbit.
He's gonna suck us in. We're gonna start Googling him so we can find out the story. Boot camp is the funniest place I've ever been and couldn't laugh. The guys who push boats are seriously like...
They are like stand-up comedy. I swear they're just the funny all the time. Even when you're in trouble and you're like kind of scared, like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. But then you're like wanting to like crack up laughing at the same time. Oh my gosh, they're hilarious, man.
I would suck. Like I feel like I would just laugh all the time, and I'd be getting like jumped by everybody because I'd be laughing all the time and getting everybody to do more like push-ups or something.
Yeah.
And I'd be the one that couldn't do them. So I would have to do it. I'm a stand-up comedian now, also labeled as a domestic
terror. Oh yeah, well, look at times we live in. Also, I haven't heard your joke, so maybe I shouldn't judge.
Oh yeah. Maybe hey, tell us a joke.
Yeah. Let me hear
a sample of why you would be considered a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
Possibly along the same lines as a hooker.
Is this gallows humor? I mean, is that the type that you use? I mean, yeah, you've got me intrigued, Dave. All right, now I'm invested in your story, and I want to see your stand-up comedy act. So let us know where we can find you.
Hey, but on the same line as comedians, because I just have to bring it up. What do you guys think of, like, is it Chris Rock that got slapped by Will Smith?
Yeah.
Did anybody watch the memes on that, or look at the memes and watch the little videos?
Yeah, and I just think
on that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, all of these
just
are funny.
Because I need to know your opinion. Nobody's gonna yell at you. You guys are having freedom of speech here. I didn't even know it happened. I didn't even watch that, and it was like filling up my Google News with memes and little videos, and I was like, I didn't even see that. But now I need to know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, because everyone at work was talking about it like all day. I didn't see it, and there was like meme after meme after meme, and I'm like, holy crap! I actually feel really bad for all the people who worked really hard to get these other awards, and like none of it's being talked about. Like, suddenly I forget her name.
Lady Gaga.
No, yeah, Lady Gaga,
and completely overshadowed by how she treated.
Yeah, I can't see my words. Minnelli. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, was it Liza Minnelli? Yeah,
she got an award. A lot of people got awards.
No, it wasn't Liza Minnelli. It was the other.
A lot of people got awards. Yeah, you know that.
A lot of people got awards, and now that was the only thing anybody. Could
talk about. Only thing anybody could talk about out of all the awards and all the things that happened. And I didn't watch the show.
I wasn't gonna watch it anyway, and I wasn't gonna know about it. But I was inundated with like memes, so I was like, well, guess I got. I gotta find
brought me into this world, and now I need to know.
Mm-hmm.
FBI wanted to come to my comedy show. Almost invited the agents, but remembered comedians do a lot of drugs.
Okay, now that's hilarious. And if that's your real name, I'm looking you up, and I'm gonna find out if that's your real name, so I can like go to I can see these words.
We don't have them today.
I don't. I want to see these comedy shows because now it's juicy. Not only could it be funny, my life is going to work, being a mom, and doing some things. So now, not only could this be funny, there's like story. Like this is my drama, my TV drama.
It really is. Okay, John. See, nobody watched it. That's why it happened. I saw the ratings are dipping several years in a row. I don't know if it's true or not, but I wonder because a lot of people said it wasn't set up. If it wasn't set up, that man took it like he took that smack in the video. So I don't know if it was set up or not, but that was a good point. Somebody was like, I think this was set up to get people to watch it or
right. It sure did like make people talk about the Oscars.
That's all we're still talking about.
Yeah, because like I don't watch the Oscars like ever.
I watched it when it happened, and then the boys this week. Sorry, it's going.
Oh, okay. And then the boys this last weekend watched a lot of memes and videos making fun of the situation. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, if it's real, should we make fun of it? But at the same time, my opinion is like, well, like I'm glad somebody defended their wife, but at the same time, would somebody else have gotten away with assault the same way? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, there's so many things on that. Yeah, and Joni Mitchell. Yeah. Who rarely ever comes out into the public.
It looks very WWE when we watched it at the time. Like, right? Like he took that smack, like, and didn't punch back. And you would think your instincts would be to hit back, right? Like, I feel like Chris has a little oomph in him.
Right. To be like, what did you just do? Yeah. But maybe he was like, nah, man, I'm going to be the bigger person. I don't know. And hello, Michelle, or howdy.
They have also said, though, and I don't know if this is all part of it, but they also said his 2 movies he has coming out, Will Smith, I'm not even, I'll try to, but one of them is, I think it's like Fast and the Furious something. They said that like, it's like tanking all the promotions that they have and that they've been doing for those movies. Like now it's putting like this negative light on these 2 movies that Will Smith has and that he's been promoting coming out. So if it was planned, did they foresee it doing that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel like that's stupid to cancel an entire movie that a lot of people are in over a slap. Now I could see if the guy I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not like oh, you know, whatever that people are canceling him over.
Right.
But I could see if he did something real bad and they don't want to support him. But the guy was having a moment. I think him and Chris worked it out. I don't think it was a smart idea for him to go up and just slap somebody. If anyone should have slapped anyone, it should have been Jada slap. But I digress because I
not really. I don't feel like you digress. Like, I want to hear your opinion on that because I feel like that's all of it. You feel like Jada should have defended herself.
Yeah, like even if it wasn't slapping, like
Right.
Jada is her own person, she could have defended herself. They're clearly going through some things. He's clearly going through some
Right.
things. It's not like he went up there and just like knocked him out and punched him and like beat the ever loving crap out of him. He slapped him one time. They made up, as far as I know. I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like, oh yeah, he should have slapped him. Like it was so cool or anything. And yeah, it's cool. He stuck up for his wife. A million things could have been done. There's like a million different scenarios. But you are going to cancel an entire movie because someone slapped somebody and then the other person forgave him?
Yeah, I don't know if they're canceling it or what it is. But here's the thing. And like, what's your opinion on this? You guys can let us know. So I laugh at very inappropriate times. We just established that. Yeah. Will Smith, when this joke was made, clearly was laughing and thought it was hilarious because it was this comedian, looked over and saw that Jada was upset. Do you guys think he was like laughing because he was uncomfortable and then was like, I need to take care of this? Or do you guys think that he was like laughing because he thought it was funny and then looked over at his wife and thought, oh my gosh, she's mad. I better go smack this guy in the face.
Right. I mean, which I could
because this is
totally
debated.
See. Yeah. And which I could totally see. Like, crap, now I got to stand up, got to, do my husbandly whatever.
Right. Take care of business. But then also I do see people that are saying like she could have stood up herself. I still want my husband to take up for me. Like I can stand up for myself and I want to take care of myself, but there's a moment when I feel like my husband should take up for me. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I feel like it could have been done with a lot of class that would have ended up shining more light on Will and Jada in a positive way. Yeah. When you're in a heated moment, if it was truly a heated moment, you don't think.
Right. Yeah. If he was truly mad. But yeah, he could have been like, hey, don't be talking about my wife like that. Or she could have stand up like, whatever. Okay. Hold on. The domestic terrorism was because I joked about not getting invited to my 20-year reunion. I graduated in 99 right after Columbine.
She's committed. And his parents got swatted. That would be so scary.
Wow.
Like coming in, breaking down your door.
That is the dumb. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wait.
I'm sorry. I should not have blocked with that. Inappropriate laughter. He said, Jada, if you like, slap him before I cheat on you again.
Okay, that is funny
this
though,
is
even if it's inappropriate
laughter. But I didn't even know this was a thing going on either. And then my son was like, she cheats on him all the time from all the tabloids say. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, well, I guess they came out with, we have an open relationship, and I don't suggest.
But apparently she made him cry on TV.
Oh, she did? I watched that. I was like.
She made him cry. I did not watch it.
See,
I don't even know what they're taking.
I did watch that, and I was like,
I don't know. Everybody that I know was like, I don't know. I wouldn't have slapped him for her. And I'm like, why do you say that? And they're like, why did you not see the Red Tabletop or whatever it's called? I was like, no, I've never even seen an episode of that. They're like, she freaking made him cry on national TV.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I think I'm a little bit on Will's side.
Oh, there are a lot of people that are Team Will, and they think that he's spiraling and having a freaking mental breakdown to please her. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying because I don't know. But I was like, well, that's another side to it. Mm-hmm. Yes, and it has brought the Tupac Jada thing out because I didn't even know that they were like super close friends. And then apparently there's like my Google newsfeed is full of pictures of Jada and Tupac, and her daughter Willow apparently wrote a letter to Tupac because she wanted him to come out. They think he's in hiding and they want him to come back and come out of hiding to make her mom happy and her happy. I don't know if that's a real letter, but this is all over everywhere. This is why I feel for stars, because when you go through something personal and that's like traumatic in your life, we can all kind of like try to shut the door and deal with it. They cannot go anywhere.
Yeah, and then so many stories are just made up about you. You don't know what's true and what's not. Yeah.
We should have told dudes.
Here. Okay. I love these inappropriate jokes, but I'm not sure if I'm.
And it's like like after this whole Tupac, Willow, Jada thing. It's like, oh.
Yeah, like, okay, because I feel for all parties involved, just for the simple fact that their
Ozzy
lives are
and
out
Sharon
in the open
not
here.
any better.
Be Ozzy and Sharon. Oh my god. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah.
Bite a bat's head off, poop on the stage.
Okay, like I love Ozzy's music and stuff, but he has like he sounds like he's drunk when he's not. It's like perma-fried. I don't remember what I used to call it, but where you're always like you sound drunk even when you're not drunk because you've done
so much.
I'm like, yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be in any of their relationships.
I know that they seem to really love each other. I don't know either on that one, but they seem to really love each other. But he had what was that mental disorder that he got from all the drugs he did? I don't know.
Oh,
I can't remember. Dave said he's in cheaper to keeper mode.
But I feel like they both have enough of their
don't they
own
have
money
a
and their
lot of
prenups.
money?
I don't feel like it would be about money.
Yes, Parkinson's. But I don't know if it was diagnosed as, sorry, kombucha. I don't know if it was diagnosed as Parkinson's at first. It was like they thought he had Parkinson's, and then they thought it was something else from all the drug use, and then I don't know if they went back to Parkinson's.
Oh, is that what Ozzy has? Oh,
yeah, that it was like set on by all of his drug use. It was because he,
yeah,
Parkinson's
Parkinson's
rock and roll,
is not
party
easy.
hard.
Yeah, I just thought his brain, because when I watched him on MTV, he just always sounded drunk, and I'm like, surely at 7 a.m. you're not.
Well, they talked about it for a little bit. I didn't ever watch the show, but they talked about it for a little bit, how they thought that the damage was done from drugs and then brought on by something else. And then, yeah, I think Parkinson's came up.
Yeah, Parkinson's is no joke. My grandma had that, and it is not easy to have, I'm sure. It's definitely not easy to have, and it's not easy to watch either. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I think it's hard when you go through a lot of drug use, and then you have something that comes out that's a neurological disorder, a nerve disorder, something that's actually wrong with you, and how long you're probably skimmed over, and how long you're probably brushed off because of maybe something that you did in the past.
Yeah.
Until you're finally diagnosed.
Which is
maybe that's why it took so long for him to get a diagnosis.
Yeah, and I hate that people do that, because just because you've done drugs or done a lot of drugs does not explain every symptom that you have. People are dying or getting overlooked. Could have had so many things fixed with them.
Yeah.
But because they did drugs, whatever, on their record, they're like, oh, well, you know what? Drugs, that explains it.
Yeah.
That's everything that's wrong with you.
Well, you ever notice they write an addict off immediately? Even if you were, even if you've been sober for several years, if you were, an addict in your past, it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, they probably relapsed or they probably did something. Or
yeah.
Okay, Matt, how it says you've been there with Parkinson's or cheaper to keeper.
Yeah, we talk about so many things.
I need to clear. Yeah, we have been talking about a ton of stuff. So.
Yeah, I love
drugs. I love hugs.
Some drugs are good for you. Well, they're considered drugs.
Yeah, they're considered drugs, but I don't really think they're drugs. So it depends on which ones you're saying.
Yeah, I don't love the bad kind of drugs, but I love the good kind of drugs.
So which ones are you saying? Are you talking about marijuana and shrooms? Or are you talking about heroin and crack? We need to know.
Right.
This is important for conversation. Thank you. Happening to me right now. I was honest with my doctors, and now I'm suffering because of it. I'm not referring. Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as you say you have a past dealing with anything, it's almost like they label you and they don't want to listen to anything. Or every symptom you have is because you used to use.
Yeah.
Or you probably are using again. It's just really sad.
Yeah.
Because in life, humans can never make a mistake or ever go through a difficult situation ever where they make poor decisions. It's like, okay, did you ever do something that you're not happy about? Or that you tried to make yourself feel better about, that's the whole thing about self-medicating. Usually people use drugs because they're trying to escape something and they didn't realize it was going to like cling on to him or her and make
which is why I'm
decision.
like, have sympathy for Will. Like he had
Yeah.
a time. He made a mistake. We don't need to like crucify him. And I mean that for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Pretty much most people that are having a little bit of a crisis and then get shut down.
He named his dog Ozzy Osbourne, and I'm for it. I am here for that name. I am so here. Sorry. I'm here for that name.
I do, because I love, like, okay. And I just texted Dan. That's so funny that you say that, Ozzy Osbourne. Because I was texted Dan earlier today about the chickens. Yes, I love about the chickens, because this person there, I saw this meme about this person naming their chickens really clever chicken names that were Star Wars chicken names, and I was like, I really got to think of I need y'all to give me some clever chicken names, because all I can think of is Benny Hinn.
Okay, like Benny Henna.
Oh, Benny Henna. Okay, yeah.
Yes, Matt said that he has been clean for 6 years, I believe. If I go back up. So I'm doing virtual fist bump and high five. Both my parents are addicts, and
my mom was an addict.
So recovering from that is very near and dear to our heart. There's no judgment here. We definitely are thankful that you shared that with us. I know that that's something that, like, going around and saying that sometimes, like, you don't want to say that, or maybe you can and you don't care, but I feel like there should be a safe space where you can celebrate being clean, and that you can be with people that realize how hard that is, and what a commitment that is, and really what a victory that is, because that's huge.
It is huge. And so, I mean, and I salute you guys, because it is really hard life is hard anyway, and trying to change something isn't easy. And then overcoming addiction, like, I'm not going to do this. I think that's amazing that you continued through the hard times and you did it. And you're on the other side.
I mean, my dad committed suicide because he couldn't get through that. Yeah. So to see somebody that did get through that, I'm always like, man, high five. And I think marijuana is a medicine. So way to go. You're talking about using marijuana now. And I think that that's awesome. You're 54.7% less likely, as of my last investigation. You're 54.7% less likely to use drugs or to return to drugs and alcohol. So I wish people would really look at that and see the benefit of using marijuana for a plethora of things, but especially, like in this case, talking about addiction, what it can do, right? So that's awesome. And now you grow your own medicine. And Dave is talking about Molly. And why did they ever really call it Molly? That's the question. Yes, Kristen, some of my friends and family members are the same way. Everything I do. Okay. I feel like somebody that isn't an addict or doesn't understand addiction wants something to blame. So when somebody does something that's negative, they want something to blame it on. And so it's easy to blame it on the addiction, even in cases where it's not the addiction and there's just a crappy human. Not saying you are. I'm just saying, like, people just blame the drugs for everything. And then there's this distrust that you're ever going to get better. How does that make somebody feel when they are trying to get better? Well, yeah, you did good today, but will you do good tomorrow? Yeah, you did good for 6 months, and it's like, hey, like, you've got to knock that out, right?
Yeah. I mean, I get, like, at first not trusting it, because I mean, anyone who has been had a loved one who was an addict, they get sober and then they go back, and it's really scary and it's really hard and you get really mad. But at some point when they're doing well, you have got to trust that they are doing well and stop sticking them in the place that they were at.
Be a support. Be a support. And I personally had somebody that come to me at Rafa, and they finally were like, I'm reaching out for information about marijuana. And I used to think this was a drug. I was staunchly against it. My son is a meth addict. He's been out of rehab. And he's gone back and forth. Well, when he started saying he was using marijuana, of course, we were like basically down on him, saying, now you're just turning to another drug, until we opened our eyes, swallowed our pride, and realized he's been clean for a year. And he's been using marijuana to help with that. And so they actually came in to talk about use of CBD with marijuana. And I think that that's kudos to those parents that came in. Like Michelle said, I'll stick to the drugs that are grown, not manufactured. I think that that was the point that they were at. What can we do to help our child who's 19? That's a baby.
Oh, wow.
He had already been a meth addict for several years before that and clean for a year. Yeah. So we're talking about a baby.
Ooh.
So these parents are like, what can I do? I'm going to break the stigma and say, how can I help my child get better?
Yeah.
And so I think that that's the thing. This is grown. We know what's in it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a medicine. It's not a drug. Your government told you it was a drug. It's not. And how can we utilize this and then break? First of all, addiction needs to be treated as a mental illness and not a crime.
Right.
Because the majority of people that are suffering with addiction are imprisoned and then let out. And then any rehab is 7 days, max 30 days. No, we could use those tax dollars to benefit a program to really help people that are suffering with addiction.
Right.
You can judge all you want, but do you know what it's like to suffer with an addiction? That's something in your head and in your body telling you need that.
Right. And have you seen a loved one that you knew before they did drugs?
Yeah.
And knew was just this most wonderful person on earth, and the person that you're looking at isn't the same person anymore, and you realize that they don't want to do it. Like, I mean, they're like, I wish I could end like this cycle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My dad was a complete addict by the time he was 19. 19. And by the time he killed himself, like you said, that fight within him to be like, I don't want to be an addict anymore, or I do. That's why he killed himself. And it's 8:59. So we have to stop.
Sorry, we get
on that note. So catch us Wednesday nights, Season Crazy on YouTube, Fridays, VTT, and then Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Central Time here. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need it. Head on over to rafa180.com or email us at rafacbd@gmail.com. Love you guys. I'm going to go through and see if I can finish reading all your comments. It's so precious to us that you guys hang out with us, that you comment, that you interact with us. We are here for you, so we really, truly appreciate it. Do you have anything else to say?
We love you. Just look us up, Season Crazy, everywhere. Okay? Love you.
We're going to end it. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Bye.